Hey guys, I'm TA Play, your trading buddy. So, welcome to our latest episode of Play Daily Review. As usual, if you are watching our video for the first time, our channel is basically focusing on using the technical analysis, the TA, and the charts to analyze the movement of a certain counter, and we are trying to conduct so-called chart reading so that we can find out the signals that are hidden in the chart. So that's what we do in this channel, and if you're interested to learn how we do it, feel free to subscribe to our channel, and so that you won't miss our next video. All right. As usual, in this video, in this episode, we will be I'll be sharing with you my views on the latest performance of the major indices of the US market and also the Malaysia market, and then we're moving into the individual counters. And the counters that we have for today, the first is VSTECS and the second one is TECHNAX. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the charts. Okay, so for the timing right now, it's morning of the US time, so it's trading time for US market. All right, so the chart that you're looking at right now is the chart of Dow Jones index. Okay, so as mentioned in previous episode, I've been saying that the Dow Jones index has now in a kind of weak formation, because you can see the lower high over here and from a downtrend line, and then the index has started to move below the MA lines over here as well, and we might be seeing the worst scenario where the lines of moving average might form a death cross, which may drag the index down further. So that's something that not a good sign and not something that we're gonna see. But then what we're looking at right now, you can see that the momentum in overall is still quite kind of weak, compared to the past few weeks. So and you're looking at the chart of Dow Jones, it's still considered okay. If you're looking at the chart of the US 500, you can see that the US 500, the MA line has started to form a death cross over here. It's starting to form a death cross, and for Nasdaq as well. For Nasdaq, you can see that the MA is already in a very confirmed and obvious death cross. So normally when you're seeing the death cross of the moving average, it's a sign of the momentum shifting, where the momentum shift from the bullish to the bearish. So it's definitely not a good sign. It's definitely not a good sign. So what should we monitor next for the US market is that it could be better if it can move above the MA lines. Then we shall see the hope. We retain the hope of the bullish continuation over the whole uptrend, the trend reversal over here. But then if it fails to come back above the MA lines, and then we might be looking at the US market started to move down further, maybe to retest the previous low, which is the support level. All right. Okay, so after we're looking at the chart of the three major indices of the US market, let's move into the Malaysia market for today. All right. Okay, so it's definitely not a good day for KLCI as well. Okay, because you can see from the charts, although in the big picture, the KLCI index is still within the uptrend channel. But then if you focus into the candlestick, you can see that our KLCI index has closed in red for 6 days consecutively. So we may see we're looking at a more intense profit taking over here. Of course, more or less it's being affected by the US market as well. So for today closing is closed below the MA50 support. So after the first time over here and the second time over here, and then this is the third time that our KLCI index is testing the support of MA50. So the next thing we should monitor is whether this round it can be supported as well. So we need to be prepared for both directions. If this round can sustain of this MA50 support, then we might be seeing that the KLCI having retained the momentum to challenge the previous high again. But then if this round failed to support it around this MA50, then it shall come back down. I mean, it should goes down further to find the next support, yeah, which is around, should be around this level, yeah. So that's the thing that we shall monitor for KLCI index. Okay, so in overall you can see that except the plantation sector for today, yeah, we still able to sustain with the momentum. Other than that, most of the sectors are actually having a certain level of profit taking. So of course, be extra cautious of the trading, especially some fast trade or intraday day trading, because tomorrow, yeah, the Tuesday is the holiday for the Malaysia market, and then coming we have a few holidays, which is in within 1 to 2 weeks time we have Raya holidays and Labor Day, yeah. So it might affect the liquidity and the activeness in our Bursa Malaysia. All right, so that's my tiny message as a reminder to all of you. All right. Okay, so after we're looking at the chart of the KLCI and also some certain sectors, let's move into the individual counters for today. All right. So the counters that we have for today, the first one, as you can see from the cover, the first one is VSTECS and the second one is TECHNAX. Okay. So before we move into the individual counters, I would like to show you a chart of Symphony Life, which is the counter that I mentioned in previous episodes, just last episode, yeah. So if you haven't watched, you can click into our channel and find back the video, yeah. At the time, and previous video, I have analyzed the potential of Sim Life, yeah. I have analyzed it quite in depth on how we spotted the opportunities and how potential it is for this kind of formations. Yeah, so it's a bit of lucky over here. As you can see, even today the KLCI index is under the sentiment of profit taking, but then you can see the Sim Life is moving strong today. Yeah, it's performed a breakout and hit the high of 55.5. So so far the momentum is there. In overall, the momentum, I mean the formation is still good. So congratulations if you are holding this. Yeah, just keep holding, and in near term it shall challenge the previous resistance of 595. All right. Okay, so just a small recap for the Sim Life. Okay, and then we're moving into our first counter for today, which is VSTECS. All right. Okay, so for this counter, some people might be, confused or misunderstood, where they are thinking that this is the tech counter, but in fact it's not the pure tech counters like other semicons or what, because VSTECS itself is considered as the consumer counter or even retail counters, because they're actually providing products and services of ICT products, such as computers, laptops, and all that, yeah, and some business solution, office solutions, yeah. So together with aligned with the theme of the market recovery and all the reopenings, yeah, and also accelerate the digitalization of all the corporates and small SME. So that will definitely benefit, yeah, the business of VSTECS. Okay, so there's some small and brief intro on their fundamentals, on their business segment. Then we're looking into their technical analysis chart. All right. Okay, so in overall you can see it's actually quite a steady chart, I would say, yeah, because since the last year of November it has started a downtrend over here, a downtrend all the way down to the February of this year, and then perform a bottom over here. You can see this is the bottom. Okay, perform the bottom over here, and then after some consolidation around 1 month plus, okay, then you're looking at a new rally is starting to kick in over here, yeah. A new rally, you can see the MA has started to convert from the death cross to the golden cross, and then all the way, yeah, being a small, a short push up over here, and then a small retracement. So it's kind of steady chart, and this, yeah, this round of retracement could be provide a good entry for investors to join into the rally of this counter, yeah. For me, I would say this is steady because it has already formed a bottom over here. So in another words, is the risk itself is rather low, yeah, because rather than comparing with those counters that just dump and push up within a very short time. And this kind of formation, for me, I would say there's higher stability, yeah, and more steady and lower risk. All right. Okay, so yeah, in overall, I would say this level of entry, if for me, is considered a low risk and steady entry. And if I want to enter at this level, the support that I will use maybe is around this level. Yeah, 1 ringgit 20 cents, which is also very near to the support of MA50. Yeah, so from 1 ringgit 20 cents until the today of closing of today is 126. Yeah, so it's not too far. So for me, it's acceptable. But of course, the thing that we are looking at is more on major sentiment, because you can see the major indices and our index are actually on the profit taking mode. Yeah, so it might drag this counter down as well to find another support. So yeah, we shall react accordingly to the major sentiment. But then in overall, as what I see from the chart right now, is considered as a steady and potential chart. Yeah, for VSTECS. Okay, so after VSTECS, we move into the second counter for today, which is the TECHNAX. Okay, TECHNAX is one of the battery counters, if not mistaken. Yeah, so okay, so first of all, I would like to say this is a pennies counter. Yeah, penny, which is cost just 10 cents. All right, just 10 cents of ringgit Malaysia. Okay, so we're looking from a bigger picture over here. Okay, firstly, I would say the chart is acceptable. Okay, it's not very nice, but it's acceptable. Okay, because you can see the bottom is here. Okay, so this is the bottom, which is 6.5 cents. Okay, and then this level is the resistance, which is 10.5 cents, which is today's closing as well. So for chart like this, right, it's very dangerous sometimes for you to being, being too excited and being to join this counter without analyze in more details, because you can see from the volume that came in into this TECHNAX. Then if not mistaken, for the last few days, TECHNAX has appeared in the top volume board as well, so it might attract the focus attraction of the traders. So some retailers might have chased in because they're afraid they miss the boat. Yeah, so for me, what I can see from the chart is entry at this level is actually not a smart move, because it's already closed right on the resistance itself. Yeah, so you can see the resistance over here. This is the first time, this is the second time failed to break out. Yeah, so this is the third time. So whether this round will break out, of course I have no answer. Whether it will break out successfully or not. But then we must have our plan when we are trading or investing into a stock, right? So for me, buy entry near to the resistance level is considered risky move. Yeah, because what we should do normally, we buy low and sell high, right? So what the meaning of buying low is that you are buying in the level which is near to the support. Yeah, so when you're buying near to the support, and if the stock actually goes down, then you are cutting loss at a minimal losses. Yeah, so if you enter at this level, which is for example 10 cents and a half, then you are rather far from the support itself. Yeah, so if the things, if the stock price goes against your assumption or predictions, then you might have to bear a larger losses. Yeah, so that's the strategy that you should implement. Okay, so yeah, so come back to this chart of TECHNAX, I would say it's already bottoming. Yeah, because the bottom is tested twice, so it's already bottoming over here. So that with the more volume and momentum that coming in, I would say the possibility of starting a new rally is actually there. But then it's very crucial for you to find a good entry. Yeah, because with this pennies counter, then one bit can cost you a lot, right? So make sure you get a good entry somewhere around a level which is nearer to the support itself is the better. Yeah, so the support that I will use for sure the most secure is the MA50 support. Yeah, so of course whether it will comes with a certain level of corrections, I wouldn't know. So yeah, so you shall monitor it yourself if you're thinking that this kind of formation is really good. Okay. So okay, before I end this part of analysis, I would say that if the whole market sentiment is not that hot like the past 1 to 2 years, then the penny counters might have certain difficulty to actually come up with a really strong and good rally. Yeah, so that's one of my concern of this counter, so-called TECHNAX. Yeah, so make sure you put this into your consideration as well before, if you are interested to look into this counter. All right. Okay, so yeah, let's do a short conclusion over here before I end this video. So in this video, I've shared with you the performance of the US market, which is not looking good right now. And then we move into the Malaysia counter, the KLCI, which are experiencing few days of profit taking and is now testing the support of the MA50. And then the most sectors follows the profit taking mode as well. And then I did a small recap on our Sim Life chart, which I mentioned in the previous video, and it's looking good and is having a strong momentum right now. And then goes into our individual counters for today. The first one is VSTECS, the second one is TECHNAX. Yeah, the VSTECS are having quite a good potential and steady chart. So and the entry itself is considered a low risk entry, but then for TECHNAX, the formation is okay, but then this entry is considered as a risky entry, so make sure you get nearer to the support, the better. Yeah. Okay, so lastly, if you like my content, please don't forget to like, comment, and share, and don't forget, most importantly, subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss our next video. All right. So thank you for watching. I'm TA Buplay. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.